Welcome everyone to our first week of class, to Pirates, Princes, Popes, the Medici and Florence Forgotten Centuries. In this PowerPoint, I will provide a brief overview of the class, including expectations, assignments, due dates, and a bit more information about the course structure itself. All right, so our virtual classroom, of course, is located on Blackboard. Many of you will have experience with Blackboard, some of you may not. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Course structure. So every week, beginning on Sunday, I will post a new module, which will include a lecture and our primary and secondary source readings, as well as any other relevant links that you may need and other pertinent information. The lecture is designed to complement the readings. It will provide an overview of the period and the theme under study for that given week. Our readings will be both primary sources, which will be sources that were written by a contemporary or near contemporary of a given event. So they could be letters, autobiographies, diaries, that sort of thing. And a secondary source, which will be a chapter from a scholarly monograph, usually, or an article. The way that the grading in this course breaks down is that it's heavily focused on participation. Because this is an online course, we do need everyone to be present and participate. And the way that you'll demonstrate your participation is essentially by posting to our online discussion board. So we have a forum in which you'll need to post and respond to other people's posts. Each week it is necessary to post at least 2 questions about the readings for that week. This could be about the primary and secondary sources. And you need to respond to at least 2 of your classmates' posts. That is the bare minimum. I will not be grading on grammar, punctuation, or style. The idea is that you reflect upon the readings, that you pose questions that are designed to elicit a response from your classmates and to produce a good, lively, back and forth discussion. To further encourage that, throughout the course of the semester, each student will need to lead discussion at least once, so for 1 week. One of the first things you're going to do for our course is to sign up online. I have a sign-up sheet under the first module, and you will essentially choose which week you'd like to lead discussion. So, leading discussion, what does that actually consist of? In a face-to-face, quote-unquote, real-life discussion section, normally you would come in and you would give a short sort of synopsis of what you've read, and then pose questions to the other students about the readings. Now, the way to do this is to pick a few examples and to give your opinion about them. Say, I agreed with this, I didn't think that this was very convincing. Look at the evidence that, for example, our secondary source authors present and decide if you think that their use of that evidence is convincing. Do you agree with their argument? Why or why not? But most importantly, discussion leaders need to post questions, 2 questions, by 5 p.m. on Wednesday of the discussion week that will provoke a strong response from students. Now, I don't mean incendiary. I don't mean that you should be trying to get a rise out of anyone, but they should be questions that really are designed to encourage your classmates, your peers, to think critically about what you've done for the week, the weekly readings, and to argue a point, to take a position and argue it. So you can think of it even as trying to a debate about the readings for that week. Now, you only have to sign up to lead 1 week, and again, I won't be grading you upon punctuation or style, that sort of thing, but really the the reflection that I see going on at work in your questions. So leading discussion, posting and responding to questions in the virtual forum. And additionally, by the end of each week, you'll need to post to our journal section of the course a short response statement. Now, the statement needs to be at least 3, let's say, hefty paragraphs in length. And you'll need to reflect upon the reading that we've done for that week. And you may also need to, or if you wish to, you may comment upon the discussions that we've had in our forum. This is designed to sort of proof for you that you've done the readings, that you've thought about them, that you haven't just skimmed through them to find something to ask a question about and then hurriedly responded to your classmates' questions so that you can get your participation for that week. Again, these are not going to be graded on necessarily style or that sort of thing, but we're really looking for some critical examination, proof that you've done the reading and that you've really thought about it. A good way to do this is to take a few examples and talk about them, just as you would do for discussion questions or responding to students' questions in the forum. You will also do for your reaction paper. So it's basically a place that you can think about what we've learned over the course of the week and then see what you've learned. And you may also post questions there about the readings if you wish. Okay, so just a quick word about assignments. Graded assignments, besides participation, but graded handed-in assignments are 2. So the book review and the research paper. The book review will come up fast. It is due on midnight, Saturday, February 14th. I provide more guidelines about writing the book review online, but just briefly, I will say that it should be a book about a topic covered in the course or perhaps something that we've only touched upon tangentially that you would like to learn more about. Start thinking as early as possible about the themes of the course, about what interests you, and what you'd like to investigate more. And then pick a book that you'd like to read. You can ask me for recommendations if you'd like, and find them on your own, as long as they fit within the chronological parameters of the course. So anything from approximately the middle of the 15th century to the middle of the 18th century is up for grabs. And that will be due again Saturday, February 14th by midnight. The book review, if you wish, can be a good opportunity for you to get a jump start on your research paper proposal. So in this course, we will not have a final exam per se. However, on April 30th by midnight, you will be handing on a research paper. So this will be a proposal, a paper that you have crafted yourself, the proposal that you have to come up with essentially by the 28th of February. There are more guidelines about writing the proposal and the paper in the syllabus and online, but it should be something that you have a personal interest in, you want to learn more about, and then we can talk more about the structure and crafting your proposal the nearer we get to the due dates. But you should, at this point, at least begin looking through the syllabus and thinking about what stands out to you as particularly interesting. So the proposal, again, will be due midnight, February 28th. And the research paper, which will be quite a summation of the semester's work, will be due by midnight on April 30th.